Hey there everybody on YouTube land, it's LordBaron90 coming at you with a Transformers video review this time. This is my third or fourth take doing this because my camera kept going back to low quality mode for some reason. Anyway, today I'm going to do a review of Transformers Prime Legions Class Cliffjumper. He was the first Transformers Prime Legion figure that I ever purchased. The first deluxe, and the only deluxe I ever purchased, was Ratchet. He's the only Transformers Prime figure that I actually own larger than any of the Legions class, or even Commander class figures. Anyway, there's not much I can say about Cliffjumper, except he's basically reminiscent in his design of the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. He's got the horns here on the hood, silver painted grille, silver painted tailpipes and trunk. He's the only Legend or Legions class figure to actually have 4 painted windows of the same color, instead of just 3 windows of the same color and 1 being the color of the rest of the figure, which is pretty much most of them nowadays. There's not really much else I can say about him. He's bright red. To transform him, what you want to do is split his legs, rotate them down, where they look like that. Fold up his doors where they basically become his feet. Excuse me. Bend the front of the car down where he looks like this. Split the entire front end of the car in half and fold it all the way back. Then finish straightening him up and you're basically done. All you have to do now is fold out his arms. There's one. I apologize, it's kind of awkward for me having to do a review at this angle. I don't usually do this. So I apologize if you can't see the figure that much, because I have rather large, medium-sized hands. But anyway, that's Cliffjumper in his robot mode. This is the first run version of this mold, and by the first run, I mean his weapon right here, his sword/gun, it's rubber. It's a soft rubbery plastic. This is the first version of this mold. The second and third versions, which was a repaint as tailgate, and then a third version of this mold, they both had hard plastic, normal plastic weapons. But he's got more paint apps, particularly on his forearms, which they try to replicate the show. As you can tell, he obviously does not look like the TV show model. But some of his paint apps tried, especially the one here on his chest. He's got a very nice head. You can't really see it all that well. But, yeah, you just put his weapon. I like to use it as a sword. You just put it right here in his hand. And because of his excellent range of motion, he's got a ball joint here on the shoulder, ball joints here on the elbow. You could use this, like if you're in a stop motion, you could use this as like an injury, like somebody slashed his arm off. Ah! He's got ball jointed hips and ball jointed knees and ball jointed feet. Not many figures of this size can say that about themselves. He is without a doubt one of my favorite of the Legions class, next to Ratchet. Even though his arms are real staticky, they're like this the whole time. There's no bending, there's no turning, nothing. It's just one solid panel. But yeah, as far as Cliffjumper, that's pretty much it. Also, bad lighting. I'm currently holding auditions for a Star Wars fan film that I am working on. It's going to be a ways away down the road before I can actually get a story put onto it, but I'm holding auditions for outside characters. Basically, characters who are never actually seen, but they are heard, like either through a transmission or a comm link or hologram projector. Which, like I said, this is going to be a long ways down the way because I'm not really that good at technology all that much, and I'm actually looking for people who could help me with special effects, storyboarding, character design, and costume design. And I'm also looking for somebody who would be willing to be a stunt coordinator for the lightsaber fights, because I'm planning at least 3 fights within the film. It's going, like I said, it's going to be a ways away before I ever do anything with it. I'm trying to come up with a story. I have a few characters in mind. I have 5 characters in total. I already have 1 outside character booked by my good friend Diancis. If he could ever get around to uploading his voice track for his character. I'm going to have his official lines in probably a week or so. But anybody who's watching this and would like to participate or would like to help, please personal message me, contact me on Facebook, or contact me on Twitter. I am LordBear92 on Twitter, and I'm James Redbat Bear on Facebook. Look me up. Message me on either one. I don't really care. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.